Hello, everyone. So how about these tacos? All right, so welcome to SecDSM. I know we're a few minutes late. Excuse me, I was trying to eat some tacos. If you're watching the live stream and you're not here, you're really missing out. But anyway, this is SecDSM. Thank you for being here. We've got SecDSM news coming up here after the 101. Otherwise, that's what we're doing right now. 6:50, I'm going to do a short talk, so you get to see me again. Yay! And then after that, Colin's going to do another talk, and then it's more social time. Housekeeping, like usual, please don't break or touch anything of the fancy liquor machines because we really like it here and we don't want to get kicked out. Restrooms out there and then over here in the hallway. Not on the map today is our wonderful tacos, so make sure you get your tacos. I believe we're trying to do, because we wanted to make sure everybody got some, so we tried to do a 2-taco limit for the first round. Once we know everybody's gotten their tacos, then if there's more, then I think the plan is you guys just eat them out of whatever tacos they have left. So, oh, yes, and also there are cookies sitting right over here. Let's see what else. Talks are in here, obviously. If you want to chit-chat and make noise, that's kind of what that front area is for. We do have the sponsors are doing a bar tab. So make sure you're tipping and being nice to our bartenders, even though you're not paying them your money. What else? Sponsors tables over there. Usual disclaimer, we are rated R. That means we don't have to abide by the only one fuck word anymore. So we can still say that, even though I just said it. But code of conduct still applies. So that's a big deal here. Make sure, like, even though we say we're rated R, you know, we are still all professionals. So read the code of conduct, know it, follow it. If you have any problems, we got Slack, Discord in person, or you can email us, admins@secdsm.org. The people to email, I'll jump ahead, is the board. So that's me, Colin, who is out there somewhere, and then Brandon, who I think is coming later. He's doing children's stuff. Man, it's nice not having kids. Challenge ideas, not people. So we stole this from SecKC, but this is a really big thing for us. You know, just because you disagree on things, disagree on the ideas, but we're all still friends. We all still like each other. That's really important here. All right, what else? Thank you to our wonderful volunteers. So we've got Jared, who does the AV stuff. James, back in the back, does the news. Drehouse does our CTF. He's wonderful. Kenny also helps with AV, but she hasn't been here for a while, but we still love her. Kenny, if you're watching, we love you. All right, ways you can help. Am I on the right slide? What slide am I on? Yeah, okay. So I got confused. It got to the next slide, and I wasn't sure which one I was looking at. All right, so ways you can help. You can be a speaker. So I'm speaking tonight. I don't want to speak every night. I mean, I'm a good speaker, I think. I don't know. Do you guys agree with that? Am I a good speaker? All right, Jared says I'm a good speaker. All right, so sign up for talks, be a speaker. Even if it's something that you're not really comfortable with, like there's a lot of people that have done talks, so just talk to us and we can kind of help you with it, coach you through it. If you have ideas, we're more than happy to kind of look at your slide deck and give you suggestions, things like that. It's really not that hard. We're all good, cool people up here. You can create a CTF. I hate to say it, but Jake, your CTFs are really freaking hard. So if anybody wants a CTF that is not too crazy hard, you are welcome to help create one. Otherwise, Jake is going to keep making them. Volunteer, so we need help with setup and stuff like that. Like, for example, the chairs you're sitting on, those are set up by volunteers today. And then also donations. And speaking of donations, we should change the order of these. Transparency report. So everything that we spend money on is on Open Collective. That's also where you can make donations. You can do single time, you can do recurring, all sorts of fun stuff. But if you have any questions about any of our finances, it's all there on the website. Feel free to ask us any questions. Otherwise, thank you to our major sponsors. We really, really appreciate them. They're a big part of why we can be in this venue and do this cool stuff together. Tonight, space provided by SecDSM, food provided by SecDSM. Everybody eat lots of tacos. Drinks, it says it's on you, but it's actually on SailPoint. So, yeah. Otherwise, our SailPoint tonight, our sponsor tonight is SailPoint. It's been a long week. Sponsor is SailPoint. They're really great. They're over there on the table. Go talk to them. All right. So we do have a CTF. I don't know anything about it other than I know that Colin had some sort of hand in it. But there it is for you. I'll leave this up for a moment. Going once, going twice, gone. Upcoming events. So thank you for everybody that joined us at B-Sides Iowa. It was a real, real blast. For anybody that wasn't there, it was a lot of fun. We're going to try and help out with them again next year. I believe we're looking at a venue change and some other things. So I did? Yeah. Cool, yeah. So I think it's official. We're going to be at the FFA Center. So if anybody went to Secure Iowa in the past, it's going to be that same location out at DMAC in Ankeny. Otherwise, there's a lot of great conferences coming up. And we really need to change this slide too because we have officially moved to Discord. So it's no longer a big move coming up. We are at Discord now. So if you're still hanging out on Slack, you've probably noticed it's really quiet. Move to Discord.
You want your drink?
Yes. I was actually just coming back to that.
I mean, I'll drink it. I'm not beyond that. All right. Before the news tonight, wanted to do a little story time. I just wanted to warn everybody ahead of time with some gifts that this is going to get a little spicy. So if you were at B-Sides a couple weeks ago, he's not here this evening, but one of the OG members of SecDSM started his talk at B-Sides in the morning. And so he gave his talk and suggested that he did not put memes in his talk because they are the basest form of humor. And so in memoriam of him calling it out, I've suggested that this month's news is dedicated to the attempted murder of fun and the 20-year history of using memes in SecDSM, or the 4-year history of SecDSM news being more meme-based than me actually being entertaining, and 20 years of security talk. So this is to the person who shall remain nameless. And so as you notice this month, the memes are larger than the text. So if you can't read the text, you can blame this person. And I'll tell you in a DM or if you come up and ask me who it is, since he's not here this evening. All right, all jokes aside. So for the 5 things of news, big one this month is prompt bombing. So if you have not heard of it, it is a new phishing technique. So we've had annoying techniques, as we all know, phishing people. Some of the best ways to get people is emotional reactions. You either get people under fear, you get people under response of a rush and that type of thing. Well, this is actually a not brand new technique, but one that's popped up lately. It was a big one being used by Lapsus and by Cozy Bear. Prompt bombing is essentially, as you can see, based on the GIFs that I chose, alerts. And so it's, you know, we all have 2FA or MFA set up on our accounts. We're all used to using it. I'm sure you've had people, if you run phishing campaigns or, you know, normal people at your companies that throw a fit about all the MFA notifications they get. Well, this, including the Lapsus group, is taking advantage of this by dumping 1,000 prompts to your phone that eventually you will just hit yes to, that will do an install, grab a piece of malware from with an email on your phone, whatever it happens to be. So it's an interesting technique, and take a look at it if you're interested. Then we move on to quantum ransomware. So over the last couple months, the news has been, if you've seen it in general, in my news slides especially, have focused a lot on ransomware. Ransomware is still the biggest hitter out there. This is a very interesting one and may impact the way insurance companies respond, as we've discussed in the past as well, because this quantum ransomware, the iced ID payload that's being used by several groups, are actually getting a massively short time frame. So this, I think the latest numbers I saw We're talking about response rates and detection rates in general at companies worldwide. When surveys are done, is down to 21 days. You're a little in trouble if it takes you 21 days to find this, because in about 2 hours, they got hands-on keyboard from initial execution. And within 3 hours and 44 minutes had ransomed the entire company and exfilled all the data. So if time frames are down to 3 or 4 hours for detection, prevention, response, you're a little in trouble if it takes you 20 days to find out it's there. Next is Indestroyer version 2. So this is tied into the Sandstorm stuff. This is tied into Russia and Ukraine. They have had a lot of attacks since the Ukraine conflict started, as we've discussed in the past, because it's now been going on for a couple months. This new malware is essentially OT malware or ICS malware, depending on however you want to classify it. It's a really interesting research report that Mandiant came out with, and they actually, CertUA caught this and stopped it. But it's another piece of attack, and it's add-on malware to these things, and especially the indicators are a big deal because a lot of this is reusing indicators. So if you've got detections for this, you have to watch for OT in your environment. It's a good report to read. Next, real quick. Oop. Nope, there we go. Tor Project. So Tor itself, as we all know, is used for the dark and deep web. If you do any of that research or if you pay for a company that does, they're adding to a new system upgrade. I think it's 0.46 to 0.47, and anyone that owns a Tor exit node has to upgrade to the new technology, the new setup, but this congestion control tech is actually supposed to remove any of the speed limits you've seen before. So if you've ever used the dark web, tried to download something, a huge text file of passwords or a massive data dump from the billion ransomware things we talked about in the past, you'll have a problem potentially running some of these things that should be fixed as long as this upgrade goes through. And then we have Operation Cuckoo Bees, which is Cybereason did a huge report on this. This is actually a Chinese APT group. It's Winty, if you've heard of them before. They've been around for a while. But they have actually pulled this off since 2019 and just recently got detected. So they've had 3 years of exfiltrating data. We saw this originally, China's original attacks from the early 2000s until 2010 when Obama and Xi Jinping met and made an agreement that China would stop hacking the United States. So they only do it through their APT groups now, if you're thinking they don't do it anymore. And this is one that was a big one because it was recently detected. It was a massive cyber espionage campaign. That is it for news. We always like to do jobs, so if you are a hiring manager and you're here locally, you want to come up and let us know who you are and what you're hiring for, this is your chance. Anyone? We had like 5 people last time. No? Nobody? All right, that's it. That is it for me. Got one? All right. I like the interaction. Just yell at me.
Can I take over the mic?
Yeah, did my one slide only have 2 memes on it? Thanks, random gentlemen. Which one? This one? Yeah, that's 4. 3. Wow. This one? Oh, you don't consider the cool graphic a meme? All right. Yeah, where's the camera? There you go.
Wow, that was a long introduction. Yeah. Come and Go is currently hiring for a security architect. So if you have the skills to be a security architect and you want to work for a gas station with a funny name, please apply on our website.
Do you have your job? No. Are you going to announce it?
Yep.
All right. No, it's yours. Go ahead. I think that was it.
All right, is that it? So, I don't know where Brandon is, but I want him to know that I've got my sticker on. Where's Brandon? Look, my sticker. Sorry, inside joke. All right, so let's take a few-minute break so everybody can get more tacos if they want. And then here in about like 5 or 10 minutes, I'll give my talk. Is that cool? No. Those tacos are really, really amazing, by the way.